to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I am Mr. Randy, and today we're going to be doing another full review episode. Today's full review episode will be showcasing the Sauza Signature Blue 100% Agave Tequila Reposado. Reposado means that it's been rested. Here's a look at the bottle. Pretty much like the other one, just that has changed. Change of the sticker, change of the color in the bottle. So we're going to go ahead and get it with that. For all my new viewers, hello and welcome. Come on in. For all of my returning viewers, you know how we do. Come on in. Let's get it on, shall we? So let's do the rundown real quick before we go any further. So for all my new people, this is the second part to a three-part series that I do when I'm doing a whiskey, wine, libations of sorts review. Episode 1, off the rip, get it home, open it up, pour it in a glass, have my first tastings, and share my first impressions with you because gosh darn it, you're so wonderful. Part 2, in the ish zone, I call this the ish zone. It's going to be halfway down the bottle. I'm going to stop, leave what's left in there for a week, 2 weeks, depending on what kind of libation we're reviewing. It may be a week, maybe 2 weeks, it may be only a day or two until we move on to the next step. Part 3, all the way down, final pour, thusly named. We'll have the final pour, compare it to the first pour and everything in between. So you're going to notice that from the previous one, the color is a little bit different. It has been rested in the ex-bourbon barrels, American oak barrels. I have to take that back. Some people have said that this is ex-bourbon barrels, but the only information I can find that these are charred American oak barrels, and they've been resting because resting means only a few weeks to a couple months. Finished is several months to a year or so. So this was they're only saying at least 4 months, but most of the time it's more than 4 months. How do you, if it's 4 months, it's 4 months. If it's 5 months, it's 5 months. If it's 6 months, it's 6 months. What does it say for more than 4 months? It's like 4 months and 2 weeks. I don't need an exact number, but it could say it's at least 4 months. But it says 4 months or more, which could mean just about anything. Opening it like that just doesn't please me. So, same place, Jalisco, Mexico, 100% blue agave. Preferred that it's in mixes and cocktails. Completely agree with that by this point. Double distilled using copper steel pots. 40% ABV. Again, I only paid $10 for this. This is about half off from what it normally is. Roughly about $20 out the door in my area. Some places online show that it is at upwards of $30, but you know how it is. State to state, store to store, things could be different. So on the nose, still get a lot of pepper. It's still a lot of pepper. Even from the other one, from the Blanco, it's still the same type of white pepper. And it's different from black pepper. It has a very lighter sort of sense to it. The black pepper has a little bit more of a deeper richness to it. But with this one, you do get a little bit more woody, sort of oakiness to it. That kind of seems like maybe they blended a little bit of whiskey somehow, some way with it. But it's the same kind of process. Comes out of the charred oak barrels. You're getting very light vanilla. Other than that, mostly pepper. So let's go ahead and get this done with. The first palating is going to be just an acclimation. Yes. Lots of pepper. Oh boy, lots of pepper. If you're a pepper lover, you're going to love it. Now, what makes this different, of course, besides the obvious, is a subtle shift. I'm sorry, what makes this different from the Blanco, besides the obvious, is going to be a subtle shift in the flavoring, the palating character. It's going to be a little bit of oaky vanilla sweetness, which does kind of, in a sense, especially for drinking it neat, it's going to sort of shift it away from just being straight alcohol pepper to a little bit of oaky sweetness. Now, get one more on the palate and we'll continue. This one is a little easier to drink neat than the Blanco, simply because there is a difference in that flavor character profile. Flavor character profile. I think I slurred there a minute. I'm salivating. It's kind of juicy, kind of draws out you to make you salivate a little bit more. Now, the Blanco, I mix with what is it? Why do I blank like that? Every time I think about it, tonic water. Sorry. The Blanco I mix with tonic water. This one, the Reposado, I mix with ginger ale. That gives it a very unique, sweet, twisted character profile, which is much, much different. The Blanco with the tonic gives like a sort of straightforward, refreshing, crisp sort of deal. The Reposado with the ginger ale gives it a sort of sweet, sort of twisty kind of way to it. It's hard to describe what it tastes like, but wife approved. I had her taste it. She said she liked it. I liked it too. And the pepper sort of dissipates as well, just like it does with the tonic. The ginger ale sort of helps. Same deal. 1 ounce or 1 shot of this tequila, 3 shots of tonic water and ice, mix it up and sip off of it for a while. Nice and smooth, very easy, good to go. Let's get one more on there. Yes, on the palate, much different than the Blanco. There is that sort of sweet vanilla, sort of woodsy a little bit, the oakiness. That's a much different one. So you can definitely tell the difference when you taste them if you were blind tasting, like blind tasting them. Let's go ahead and get the finish on it and be done with this one. As you can see, as you can see with the Blanco as well, it does have some pretty good viscosity. Just sitting here watching that, just look at that. It's beautiful. Ooh, get past the spiciness of the pepper. I don't recommend that you drink this neat unless that's the kind of way you like to swing it. That's fine. If that's what it is, you'll love it. If you love eating like pepper on everything, you'll love it. The finish, again, let's just go ahead and say that pepper is going to be the first, foremost, and the longest lasting part of that finish. The whole experience is going to be pepper. As you work it, the pepper hangs on to that intensity and doesn't like sharing the spotlight with any of that oak or that vanilla kind of characters. It does not like to share the spotlight. It's very greedy with that spotlight. It's attention. I was going to say it, but you know, we won't say that. My score on this, I'm going to give this probably a solid 3 out of 5. I think I gave the Blanco a weak 3 out of 5. This I'm going to bump up just by 1 part, just because that oak barrel resting kind of gives it something unique. But then again, I've only got 2 to go by, the Blanco and this one. So there's probably going to have to be 2 that I might come back around with a revisiting video much, much later down the line, after I've accustomed and maybe refined my palate towards tequila. So a good solid 3 out of 5 I think is fair. My fair price, I will stay the same as I said on the previous one. I'll leave it alone for what it is. Roughly $20 in my area, but can be up to $30 in other places. So I'll leave that alone. Would I buy this again? Not anytime soon. Like I said, it'd be quite possible this might show up in a revisiting line of tequila much, much further down into the future. But there it is. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. Hope you have a good one.